Good morning. This is Paula at the Giadone Library, and this is Paula's Picks. Today I'm going to read you stories about Valentine's Day because Valentine's Day is here pretty soon, huh? So I hope you're ready for Valentine's Day. The first book I want to read is called Mr. Goat's Valentine. It was written by Eve Bunting and illustrated by Kevin Zimmer. And I am reading this with permission from Sleeping Bear Press, Cherry Lake Publishing Group. Mr. Goat's Valentine. Mr. Goat read the headline in the Goat Times. It's Valentine's Day! He dropped his newspaper, jumped up, got his wallet and his cell phone, and put on his bird nest hat. I'm off to show my first love how much she means to me, he told his cat, Beatrice. Meow, Beatrice said and yawned. On the way, Mr. Goat passed Miss Nanny Goat's weed stall. I have a mixed bouquet, Mr. Goat said. Crabgrass, pigweeds, and ragweeds in that nice rusty can. They are for my first love. She's fond of ragweed salad. She will like the can too, Miss Nanny Goat told him. Mr. Goat nodded. Cans are tasty with a sprinkle of salt. He had only gone a few more steps when he smelled a delightful smell. Mr. Pygmy Little Goat had a stall under a tree. He was selling his delicious rotten eggs. He had opened one as a sample. It laid on his counter, black and oozing. Ooh, does that look good? Ugh. Rotted for 2 years, he told Mr. Goat. Guaranteed foul and disgusting. Mr. Goat drooled. I'll take 4. 2 for my first love and 2 for me. We always share. Well, that's a goat, huh? He watched as Mr. Pygmy Little Goat arranged them in a red box and tied the box with a pretty red ribbon. Perfect, Mr. Goat said. They are so ripe I can smell them even through the shells. My first love and I will share the pretty red ribbon for dessert. He walked on, breathing in the delightful smell of rotten eggs with every step. Miss Skunk came by with her perfume cart. She sniffed hopefully. What is that delicious smell? She asked. Rotten eggs, Mr. Goat said. Miss Skunk smiled. They smell like me. May I try one? Sorry, Mr. Goat wound his front legs around his egg box. These are for my first love. It's Valentine's Day. Miss Skunk cocked her head. Do you have a Valentine's card for her? No, I have presents. Too bad. For Valentine's Day, you need a card. Miss Skunk sprayed Mr. Goat. This is for you, Mr. Goat. You'll smell nice for her. Nice as your eggs. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you, said Mr. Goat. Mr. Goat sat under a tree and thought hard. Perhaps Miss Skunk was right. I do not have a card for my first love, he told himself, but I will compose a song and serenade her. It was shady and cool under the tree. He sat, thinking, and before long, he had the words of a song. Hurrah! He straightened his bird's nest hat and hurried on. Soon, he came to the house of his first love. Oh, he thought, I hope she's home. I should have called first. Mr. Goat burst into song. When I was a little kid, it didn't matter what I did. If I climbed too high and fell, you'd kiss the hurt and make it well. You have loved me from the start. I love you with all my heart. The door opened, and there she was. Happy Valentine's Day, Mother. Isn't that sweet? That was his first love, his mother. So now let me read you a book called Snowy Valentine. It was written and illustrated by David Peterson, and I'm reading this with permission from HarperCollins Publishers. Snowy Valentine. Closer. On a snowy Valentine's Day, Jasper Bunny still could not think of a good gift good enough for Lily. Excuse me, I read that wrong. Jasper loved his first wife very much, so he couldn't give her just any old gift. Perhaps seeing what my neighbors are doing for Valentine's Day will give me an idea for the perfect present, he thought. He stopped at the porcupine's house. "We are each knitting a scarf for Mother," said the 7 little porcupine children. They are knitting. A handmade scarf did seem like a good gift for Lily, but Jasper couldn't get the hang of knitting. On his way, Jasper saw a glow coming from the frog's window. "I bet Miriam would have a good suggestion," thought Jasper. "She always has such wonderful taste." Inside, Miriam showed Jasper a box full of chocolate-covered flies. "Landon will be so excited when he wakes up," she whispered. "I'm sure he will," Jasper agreed pleasantly. He thought, "This is a treat for a frog, but it's definitely not something my Lily would enjoy." Still no gift in sight or mind, Jasper plodded past Everett's wagon. "Step right up," gushed the salesman. "I've got beautiful blooms and fantastic flowers." But all of the raccoon's flowers had wilted from the cold. None of them matched the beauty Jasper had in mind for Lily. Jasper was worried. It was getting late, and he still had nothing for Lily. "Jasper," called Tegan, "what are you doing out on this cold, snowy Valentine's Day?" "I'm searching for a gift for Lily," Jasper replied, "but I don't know what to do." "Come in, and we'll brainstorm by the fire," Tegan said warmly. Look what Tegan is. A fox. It's a fox. "I do understand," Tegan said. "I myself have been hunting all day for a Valentine's gift to impress my vixen, Faith. And I think rabbit stew is just the ticket." Before Jasper knew it, he was in the soup. Oh, shouldn't trust a fox. Terrified, Jasper waited for his chance. When Tegan walked away to pull out Faith's chair, Jasper sprang out of the pot and escaped, quick as a bunny. Jasper was wet and cold and ready to give up when Spalding called down, "This necklace of winter berries will make a wonderful Valentine's gift for my mate. Don't you think, Jasper?" He's a little cardinal. "Yes, it is a splendid gift," said Jasper sadly, "but I have nothing for Lily. I have been around the entire valley, and I can't give her a handmade scarf or wilted flowers or chocolate flies or any gift at all if I become rabbit stew." The cardinal looked thoughtful. No gift, you say? From where I sit, I see you have given Lily a wonderful gift already." What is that? Back at the burrow, Lily stepped outside to wait for Jasper. She saw the heart he had made for her. You see it? Here's where he's walking. Then he goes next house. There's a big heart. and she loved it. Jasper's journey showed the greatest gift he could give, his love for her. So it's just a heart in the snow. Now let me read you Foxy in Love. This is written and illustrated by Emma Dodd. And Foxy, he's got other books too. He is a magical fox. He could make things appear with his tail. So I'm going to read this with permission from HarperCollins Publishing, Foxy in Love. It was almost Valentine's Day. Emily was making a special card, but she was having trouble deciding what to draw. Just then, Foxy appeared at the window. "What are you doing?" he asked Emily. "Hello, Foxy. I'm trying to think of all the things I love so I can draw them in my card," says Emily. "But I love everything. I don't know where to start." Foxy was sure he could help. "Think hard, Emily," he said. "What do you love best of all?" "Oh, yes, I know," said Emily. "Of course you do," Foxy said, smiling shyly. "I love balloons," Emily said. "Balloons? Balloons?" said Foxy. He was very disappointed, but he waved his magical tail back and forth anyway. "Ta-da! Balloons!" Emily laughed. "Those are raccoons, not balloons." Foxy tried again, and this time he filled the room with colorful balloons. "Oh, thank you, Foxy," exclaimed Emily. "You're welcome," Foxy said. "Now, can you think of something else you love?" Emily thought for a moment. "I love pots of hot chocolate with marshmallows." Foxy wasn't sure he heard her correctly, but he swished his tail, and suddenly there was a bathtub full of hot chocolate and marshmallows. "That's lots of hot chocolate," she said. "I just wanted a pot." "Never mind, Foxy. I thought of something else." "You did?" asked Foxy hopefully. "I love flowers," Emily said. "Flowers?" Foxy sighed again and waved his tail. "Coming right up." Emily giggled. "Not that type of flower, Foxy. Look, this flower you bake with. The kind that grows in the ground." Even Foxy laughed. Whoops! A swish of his tail, and the floor was a garden of beautiful flowers. "Oh, I love rainbows," said Emily. "Anything else?" asked Foxy, still hopeful. "And umbrellas?" added Emily. "I know. I will need a lot of hearts," Emily said. "No, not larks, not tarts." "That's better, hearts." Foxy loved all the hearts, but something was still missing. "Emily, I think you forgot something important," said Foxy. "But Foxy, I don't have any more room to draw anything else on this Valentine's Day card." "Valentine's Day is not about what you love," Foxy explained. "It's about who you love." "Oh, that's easy," said Emily. "I love you, Foxy." "I love you too, Emily." Now he finally got it, huh? She kept loving everything else except Foxy. Now let me read you my last book. It's not a Valentine book, but it's a book about love. It's called "I'll Love You Till the Cows Come Home." It's written by Catherine Cristaldi and illustrated by Christina Litton. I'll love you till the cows come home. And I'm reading this with permission from HarperCollins Publisher. I will love you till the cows come home. From a trip to Mars through skies unknown, in a rocket ship made of glass and stone. I will love you till the cows come home. I will love you till the yaks come back from a jaunt downtown for a grassy snack. In a fire truck or a Cadillac, I will love you till the yaks come back. I will love you till the sheep set sail on a cruise ship bound for the Isle of Kale, past manatees and a humpback whale. I will love you till the sheep set sail. I will love you till the wolves return from a bumpy ride over rocks and ferns, the pigs all shouting with concern. I will love you till the wolves return. I will love you till the frogs ride past on big-wheeled bikes going super fast. In a circus for seahorses, shrimp, and bass, I will love you till the frogs ride past. I will love you till the deer dance by from a tap contest under the blue sky. With a prize of clover and twig pot pie, I will love you till the deers dance by. I will love you till the geese flap down to a warm ski lodge in a snowy town with gourmet s'mores all chocolatey brown. I will love you till the geese flap down. I will love you till the ants march in, wearing tiny ant hats and tiny ant grins, and birthday cake crumbs on their tiny ant chins. I will love you till the ants march in. I'll love you till then, and again, till my love makes a bed for the cows in their pen, and the yaks, and the sheep, and the wolves settle in. And the frogs softly strum on their frog violins. And the deer and the geese and the ants close their eyes as the moon sprinkles moon dust all over the skies. I will love you till the cows come home. Come home. I will love you till the cows come home. Such a sweet book. All right. Now, what do we make for Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day cards. So let me just show you a few examples of some Valentine's Day cards. Use anything that you have in your house to make these. This one, that's what I did. I just used what we had. I actually used cardstock. So it's a thick card. A whole sheet, folded it, and then I cut out a bunch of hearts, 2 sizes. A bigger one, there's the smaller one. Just cut them all out. And then I kind of decorated them with little swirls and dots and stuff so that they all looked individual. Glued them all up there like a bouquet. Then I drew the green lines with a green marker and glued a pink ribbon. Very pretty, huh? Like a bouquet of hearts. So there's one example. Just use stuff that I had. Another example is my monster Valentines. I like these. I just use regular colored paper. It's not very thick, so you don't need cardstock. You can use any paper you have. I cut out a green heart because he's a monster, so you don't want him to be red or pink. But make him a different color. Use pipe cleaner to put arms on him. And then I used these stickers that we had a big eye, so he looks like a monster. Here's the second one. Cut out a yellow heart, and I use these kind of mean looking eyes and pipe cleaner for those. And I just cut tiny little hearts, and he's got antenna. So there's an example of a monster Valentine you can make. This is an easy one too. This time I just used construction paper for the card, and I just used a half sheet so that it's smaller. And you have to have paint for this one. Use some paint with my fingers. I made a thumbprint for the head, and then I just used my other fingers to make his little rabbit ears, and marker to draw his little face and his whiskers on. And I put somebody loves you. So you have puns. And then this is my favorite one to do. I just took a piece of construction paper, any color you want. I chose red this time. This time you have to have paint for this one. Just use some tempera paint. I picked a few little colors, and then you just want to paint on it, on your colors. Make this painted, just a bunch of paint of colors that you like. And then from this sheet, cut out hearts. So like here's another one that I did. I painted it, let it dry, then I cut it into a heart shape. And then glued those hearts on a sheet of paper. This time I made it longer, so it's a longer sheet, and it fit my big hearts. And that one was a lot of fun to do, but you do need paint for that one. Now, you do know, or you may not know, how to make hearts really very easy. I'm going to use the painted sheet that I used. Some people are very good. Fold it in half, and then take the scissors and cut out like a half heart. I have to draw it on first. So I'm going to draw on my half heart. As you can see, it's drawn on the paper. Now I'm just going to cut around that shape. Very easy. And then there's my heart. Oops, I dropped it. There's my heart. And you can make big hearts, small hearts, any size hearts. Also, this is another thing you can do. You can cut out a heart that way, and see, it's folded, so I cut it out that way. And then cut a smaller heart in the middle, and then you have a heart like this. So there's different types of ways you can make hearts. Also, if you happen to have some stickers, here's some stickers of heart shapes. There's lots of heart stickers. So just use anything that you have at home, different types of cards. Make cards for your mom, your dad, your grandparents, your friends, and have fun doing it. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed those stories, those Valentine's stories, and I will see you next Monday. Have a great day.